let's try another question.
Okay, I want to know if you think that the mathematical model of fractal has to do with Hashem's unity and the unity in nature and universe, in a sense that rather than, for example, in atoms, where you can have the same element, but you have another kind of, let's say, of the same pattern. For example, Fibonacci, where you can see and perceive it on nature and on your body. And other, let's say, geometric patterns that occurs in the universe.
Okay. The question is such an interesting one. I wonder if there's another alternative to what you... In other words, the question came with its answer. Since we're talking about a world that has geometric and mathematical proportions that are self-similar at different scales of observation, whether they're spirals or rectangles or other complex forms or simpler forms. And they're very carefully preserved, and yet, with totally different materials and different environments, they play out differently, but they recur. So we understand that the mathematical rules, geometric ones, as well as other mathematical rules, which are algebraic, if I can extend it to also algebraic rules, are themselves entities that become imprinted in a physical world. Where do those laws, where do those shapes occur if they don't occur in matter? So, did they pre-exist before matter existed? And if they did pre-exist, where? And if they pre-existed in a non-physical medium, how is it that we perceive them, recognize them, and abstract them? How do we have this ability to detect them if they don't exist? So obviously they do exist. Obviously there's some kind of an intelligence that we need to recognize them. It makes sense to us that an intelligence had to exist prior to the universe at some level in order to embed it in the universe. As Paul Davies put it, it appears that we do not impose mathematics on the world, we read it out of the world, and therefore that intelligence that was involved in the creation of the cosmos is itself mathematical. In other words, God is a mathematician, among his other functions.